Welcome, folks. So now we've got everything up and running. We are going to go through everything as best as possible. uh, let me. There we go. Make sure everything is coming through on my end. And we'll get started here. Wait just a little bit just in case someone shows up. I doubt it though, but it'll be fine. This should be my current stream. Yeah. Okay. We'll set that to the side. Don't really need that up. And so, I've been working on this for a while, um, and I've had some other mods in there and everything, of course. But I wanted some more gameplay, add a little bit more features to it, and everything. Um, Third first person, of course. There's the IP address, or you can just search, Deer Isle by Isle Arms Gaming. You can also go to my Facebook group, Isle Arms Gaming, and this is pinned. Um, I rent this server out, and if the server hasn't seen any traction in a while, the uh, the company I rent it from, they do shut it off. So if you ever see that happen and you want to play on it, just leave a comment on the Facebook page, and I'll see it, and I can turn it on anywhere I want, and be up in a couple of minutes, really. So let's check out the mods. I got 23 mods. Let's click on more details. So I have this mod, VVN Mini House with a garage. This is a pre-built house that you can deploy. It's got a garage. It's got tons of storage. It's got weapon racks and everything inside of it. I actually have a house loaded in there. Um, we'll go through to the traders. I got Traders Plus. Traders Plus is really cool. So there's a couple different trader points. Um, each one sells its own thing. You can sell anything to the trader for money. I haven't really gone over a lot of the money again, still fine tuning the server. So, but we do have traders, but each trader location sells something different. Um, Wooden room buildings. This one I don't think actually does anything. Um, this is for uh, DayZ Editor. Um, so don't even worry about that. You'll have to have it, of course. Portable Houses code lock version. We have that loaded in. Again, there's more houses. Modular construction. I got base building plus. I think modular construction too is another DayZ editor thing. Um, so that's what that is. Rag base items or rag core. So base items is refrigerators, more storage equipment, that kind of stuff. Vehicle recovery. So if something happens to your vehicle, you can recover your vehicle, which is pretty cool. Stack more items. You'll be able to actually combine similar items together, like bandages and other things that you couldn't before. FC Baja Bug is a new vehicle. It's a really cool vehicle. I really like it. FC Core goes to the Baja Bug. Um, Base storage, more lockers, stuff like that. I got regular code lock in there. As you can see, there's a helicopter flights, stuff, and everything. And then Red Falcon watercraft. So I got other watercraft spawning in, not just the standard DayZ watercraft, uh, because they suck. The Red Falcon watercraft's pretty cool because you can just set the throttle and then you don't have to keep pushing the throttle down the whole time. Earplugs. Um, this loot chest is really cool. I'll show you this loot chest. We got Deer Isle. Of course, got to have that. my admin tools, community frameworks. So all your standard stuff. Let's go ahead. It's, oh, that's right. I already have it up. I was already in it. So jump right on in. I am thinking about switching out some of the weapon packs for the snafu. The weapon mods I have integrated in really isn't that great. A couple of guns are broken and stuff. Let's see if I have any. Oh yeah, so this is ESP is what this is a mod. Um, not that great. As you can see, I've been playing. Um, so we'll show this really quick. The loot chest mod that I have in there, there's static chests that spawn all around through Deer Isle. There's two chests that has snow owl accessories in it. It won't have the firearm. Um, there's only two crate locations. One crate location you will come across. It's very easy to find. And if you do the Deer Isle quest, you should come across it. It's kind of like right there. The second chest, I'm not going to tell you where it is. You're going to have to find that on your own. The keys are a one-time use item only, and you'll have to get more keys. Only way to get keys is to kill zombies, and you have a pretty good chance of getting keys, especially the snow owl keys. I might have to fine-tune that just a little bit. I'm trying to figure out the names of the zombies, because the name of the zombies in the game aren't really the same in the files, so it's really hard to find out which zombie I want the key attached to. But basically, it's the higher tier zombies that should have the snow owl key. It's a 0.05 chance of getting the key. Right now, that key, you can get quite a bit of keys. The other chest, there are police chests. So in the police stations, you'll find a chest, and it's both style police stations. There should be every chest there. Only way to get a key for that is to kill police zombies. Doesn't matter which police zombie it is. It's just all police zombies. And again, you have a 0.05 chance of getting that key. The other one is a military key, and that will also tell you where to go to find those chests, which is the location is Paris Island, or the Paris military base, which is kind of where your spawn point is. There's 3 chests there with pretty good loot in there. It's all ammo, guns, and stuff. The police chests they're broken up. Not every chest spawns the same thing. Some chests will spawn multiple items, like from one station to another station will be the same items. But other than that, most of them should be, it's a little bit dynamic. So, it should be always the same thing inside the chest. I do have a couple more things to go through, kind of filter out some useless items I don't really want spawning in those chests, but it's there. If you play on the server and you come across a police station that does not have a chest in it, please let me know. If you know kind of the area or the town that you're in, post that on Al Arms Gaming and Facebook. That'd be really awesome, and I can go back and add those coordinates. There's a lot of police stations on this island, so it's one of those things that I'm not sure if I got every single one, because I don't know every single location. And I Survive, they give you kind of all the police locations, but I could have missed one. That they're all over the place. So I think I got every single one. The police crates do spawn there's 2 handguns. One's a CZ75, one's a Glock, and then ammo and magazines. Other police stations will be, there goes an elk in the background. That's kind of cool. Where was I? The elk distracted me. yeah, so police station, again, it's not gonna be like huge military weapons, but it's gonna be like some machine guns sometimes, a lot of pistols, and a lot of ammo, 9mm 357 shotgun stuff, that type of thing. Some accessories here and there, so that's pretty cool. If you're watching, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, give a little thumbs up. Let me know that you're here. So here's the first mod. So this is by FC Mods. I think this is the only thing he has on the Steam Workshop, but this person did a really really great job making this. So it's a little Baja bug, and it's really cool. It drives really awesome. It's got an awesome sound to it, and once you build it all out, it sounds great. So battery, spark plug, same things. There's customization you can do, window stickers and stuff like that, or stickers and everything, film trim and everything like that. It also holds water, fuel canister. It's got a top roof rack which holds 400 items, and then the bug itself is 400 items, so quite a bit of storage. The only thing is that you can't lock the vehicle. I'm trying to see if I can find a mod that will let you lock any vehicle, but since this is also a mod, I'm not sure if that's possible. So just keep it in mind that this right now, I don't know if there's a way to lock this vehicle. I haven't really tested that far. But here's some base items, a greenhouse kit and everything. Gramophone kit, it's kind of cool. So let's hop on in here. Let's start this thing up. Really cool engine sound, pretty brought up and everything. It is manual, 4-speed. As you can see, the engine just, the fan belt turn, which I thought was a really cool, visual effect and everything when the car starts up. That's really cool. So, I am the admin, so I am going to cheat a little bit because I don't want to die. So I am going to go ahead and turn on God mode. But again, I want to run you guys through, everything. So. Yeah. thing that I'm going to work on is called the map launch. That way you like first-person view better. Just prefer it, especially since they've kind of messed up third-person view. So it should be up here in the top. Yeah. So this is a crate. I know it says military crate on it. That's just what this crate's named. It doesn't mean the military key. We'll work on it because there is a military key. Let me show you the key. Let's see if I can remember. I think it's key 3. It's kind of weird because the key should show up. It's either 3. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, police crates. We'll open the crates in the police stations. So every police station is supposed to have one of these crates. They're small crates. Colors will vary, of course. It opens up, and so this is what's inside. So there's this one's got 3 firearms in it actually. So you got a fully kind of decked out Glock, CZ or a CR75, and then a Deagle with a scope on it. You got 2 extra mags, a bunch of mags for the Glock, and 3 extra mags for the CZ there. Only 2 for this, and I believe, as you see, key's ruined. Key's not going to work again. You can leave the key in the crate, and then it'll respawn. Yeah, so you do get a mag inside the firearms too. Come up here, mags, battery, mini light, and everything. Same thing here, fully stocked mag. So most of the crates are going to be something like this combination. It won't always be this combination. I grouped up the crates by 3s and 4s. So Some of them do have static loot where it's all going to be the same loot. Where it could, 3 military police stations could have all the same loot. Others are dynamic, the way they're set, where it'll cycle through a list of loot and just put whatever it wants in there. It's just kind of how I did it. Kind of help realize that you might realize a couple of police stations like, oh, this always spawned here, or this always spawns there, or this this is random spawn. Okay, well maybe not, but I just have locations by numbers. I can't tell you which ones those are. Those are what you're going to have to kind of figure out, right? But yep, that's that. This is one police station that they're in, and of course they're in the other police station too. So that's really cool little thing. Again, those keys spawn on police zombies, and I will make sure that police zombies themselves have more of a spawn rate, in around. It's just kind of wide open. I do plan on building so that zombie spawned away. So I do plan on building like a small structure around here or something and adding some stuff. I'll have to do that in DayZ Editor. But right now it's there. You got an ATM and everything. I'm gonna have to change that. So, this is all your base materials and everything. Rag storage. This is what everything's at. I just use default, honestly. Decor, decorations, that type of stuff. This is the mini house, which I'll take you guys somewhere to where I have that. And then you have all your sell, right? So you can sell all this stuff. This menu might change a little bit to where you should be able to go to your inventory and sell. So I don't think we need it listed like this in the marketplace, but it might for the mod to work, right? So any trader, you can go ahead and sell whatever you want, to get money and everything like that. So I'll probably change the currency as well of what it's using. But again, this is base building and houses. There's one for cars, there's one for weapons, and there's one for base building, cars, weapons, and I think the fourth one is like food and medical or something like that. So there should be 4 different trader locations. I don't remember where they are, and then again, that's why we need to put a map in, right? Because I don't have a map mod, so I'll probably end up doing that, researching that a little bit. Again, I didn't want to take too much away from the actual server. Let's go ahead and change this today. again, I wanted a way for people to be able to leave the area as fast as possible and not have to go through, and hopefully not have to like backtrack, get into their boat or whatever. So there's a helicopter there. Really cool. Only way to get the helicopter, of course, it will respawn after someone takes it, and everything. So, it respawn after the server restarts, right? Or after so many minutes. So you got your keypad here, this mini house. Mini house. Open up. You got your gun wall here. You got storage rack. Come over here. Other side of the gun wall. You can open this up. And that's on a timer. This car fits nice in there. Turn it off, and the doors automatically close. Close that, and this is your little house, right? Close that. So this is all the weapon slot that you get. There's all your boxes of storage. And let's close that out. And you get to add 4 barrels. There's camouflage netting that you can put, and it goes over the face of the garage. So, weapon slot. This is a really cool little starter home and everything. I think most people will probably just stick with this. It's a full kit. You don't have to build anything out. Which is really cool. So a little bit more about the helicopter. Like I said, I wanted, it's kind of freaking out a little bit. A little better on this side. Like I said, if you made it to the end and you got the snow owl and everything, I wanted to reward those players a little bit more. So you get a helicopter, right? And you'll be able to buy some parts and everything. They're going to be extremely expensive to buy the parts for. But, again, it is more motivation to do the Deer Isle quest and get to the end and have helicopters and everything like that. The thing is I kind of was going back and forth. Should I allow a hop with a helicopter? What are the ramifications of a helicopter? And it's like, yeah, you can get around Deer Isle a lot faster, but would that make going through the quest again, if you wanted to, if you lost your rifle or something, and you still had access to your helicopter, like you died or something like that, would that make it easier? It's like, okay, well, you could go over to the other island, but the thing is you can't backtrack to get the handle. So you still have to go get the purple key card. You technically could fly over, and if you had 2 people, grab the sphere again, because you could kind of hover over it, which might be really cool to see. So I was like, well, that'd be pretty cool. And you'd still have to go into the bunker and get the staff. And then you have to go through the portal. Now, could one person do that, and while the other person hops in the helicopter and wait for them at the hammer, and then they get out of there, so they have to run through the gauntlet of zombies? Sure, but that's kind of like that's the point. You already did this once before. Let's speed it up a little bit more, and then you could put on your bear suit, go over to the temple, and then get back to the temple. Get the last key card, and then fly over to the aircraft carrier, and then boom, done. That's why I kind of went with it. I was like, well, you already went through it once before. Let's have let's speed it up a little bit. Boats are kind of slow. The Red Falcon boats are faster. The whalers in here, they had a whole package. I just added the whole package in there. I might take some out. Some of the Kodiaks, which are just the rubber boats. So those might come out and everything. So, but like I said, this is one structure. You can build your own. Better Base Building is installed, so you can make a huge base with a bunch of options and everything. There's uh, other pre-built structures and everything that you can build. Like I said, I got a greenhouse kit. Let's just put this. I think I can put this in my backpack. Yeah. Come out here. Backpack. So. Got a nice little greenhouse and everything. I think there's more greenhouses in this. This is just one of them. I think there's a larger greenhouse. Yeah. So I mean that's like I said, not a lot of mods. Where's that? Okay. So yeah, there's Scar. This is the ESP Scar. I believe this is an add-on, so this isn't DayZ. G36 isn't DayZ. But like I said, this thing's kind of weird when aiming. It doesn't. As you can see, you kind of just shoot all over the place. And there's the M110. Let's go over the M110. Yeah, there it is. Which this does use the LAR mags, but there's no sound, and yeah, even if you take this off, there's no sound. So that's why I might do a different weapon package. Piece of candy. Take that. So I might update the weapon package to maybe Snafu. They use that on other servers and everything. What I'll probably do is add the Snafu weapons in, and then get rid of the other weapons. So there is that. Let's bring up the map here. Coming out here. Most of the traders are going to be on the main island. Like I said, one down here. Here's a trader. There's one. There's a trader here. And I gotta find. You know what? I gotta find the other traders for you guys. I thought I remembered where they were. But I'll add a map. I think the next mod I'll do is I'll add a map into the game, so that way you guys can find your way around, find the traders and everything. There's a dude where's my car and everything, which is a really cool mod. I played on other servers with that, so I'll probably add that in. There should be. There's a trader right here too, and that should be. I need to check that. And find out what trader that is. Let's you know what? Let's go over there. This is where if I didn't mess up, put it to 40%, and it's somewhere completely different. Oh yeah, there he is. So this is pretty close to the spawn. Again, I will build, I'll move houses around here and everything and make sure that, okay, yeah, this is food. I'll have these enclosed and everything like that. So, vegetables, meat, drinks, seed and lime are in here, cooking, hunting supplies. So, not too much, but again, you know, the whole point is you kind of spawn around here, so I wanted to give, there's your packaged food and everything. Okay, see, yep, I thought I fixed that. I'll have to go back from the files and find out. Let's see, vegetables. Okay, so vegetables you could buy, so that's good. Meats you could buy. I don't know why you can't buy pre-packaged food. I'll have to go through my files and do that. So, animal parts you could buy, which is just this. Drinks you can buy, so you won't die of thirst. There's a canteen. So, I'll probably remove canteens from the loot table, since, I mean, it's only 8. And again, you got medical supplies, but you can't buy any. Okay, so medication you can buy. Alright, that might be fine, but I will change. And this stuff you can't buy. Seed lines you can buy. Alright, perfect. So, I do want to be able, this stuff, I'll have you be able to buy the Corlean tablets. But everything else, no, you're going to have to find, right? Medications already there. Charcoal tabs, you won't be able to buy that here, just because they are used for gas mask filters. So that's way too cheap, because that's a critical item. So, bandages, I want you to be able to buy bandages. But that's going to be some money. So I need to go over some of this list stuff. Drinks I'm not too worried about. I might bump them up a little bit more. Canteen's always great. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should you be able to buy a canteen? If you can, how much should it cost you? Or should you not be able to buy it and just keep it in the loot table? Same thing with plastic bottles. I'm kind of leaning towards that and just have everyone be able to buy this stuff for maybe like 20 a piece. Just because, you should be able to sell anything and everything. Helmets, bayonets, you find this stuff, you should be able to sell this stuff, and everything. Vest. Inventory, so here's your inventory. So, this sells for 3. 3. There's that. Let's see, let's spawn in helmet. But all right, so that sells for $4. So that's kind of cool. 2,000 for a suppressor, 140, pretty cool. Night vision goggles. Um, yeah, okay. No success. So I got 4 money. Player transfer, so you got all that standard stuff. ID account. So so it's yeah, let's see what else can I show you? I mean, there's really not much more. So we can just do. So I kind of already done some of the gameplay already, right? So um, I've gotten the key and everything. I pretty much got the hammer. I need to find. I need to kill myself a bear. Is what I need to kill next, right? So, but let's go do that. So this is, like I said, this is food. I showed you guys the base building one already. And there's going to be a weapons trader on the island, which is already here. I just can't remember where I put the weapons trader at this time. I had a note somewhere on my desk. The note's gone. And then there is a car trader as well. Again, right now the only thing you do is buy parts for cars. You can't buy a whole car, though I am thinking about flipping that to where you can buy car parts from traders, and then, but that's the only way to get a car is to go to the trader and actually buy one, and they won't actually spawn on the map anywhere. And that will free up some space on the server to spawn more useful items or more items that are worth a little bit more money, so you can trade it in and buy things. As far as weapons go, almost every weapon you can buy, except for the quest weapon. So Snow Owl, stuff like that, the parts, the ammo, the magazines, you cannot buy at all. You have to go get those. But again, that's why I have the loot chest for the Snow Owl and everything else, is that you'd be able to find ammo, magazines, and stuff in there when you need more ammo. Of course, the ammo also spawns on zombies as well. So that's really cool. I had turned on God mode, so let's just turn this off. And I don't have my car with me, which is fine. Let's go find a bear, because I need a bear. Actually, I should probably go get. Yeah, I'm gonna need water. see if they'd be a good addition and implement them. I think right now, I think if there's a good balance between not being overly modded and enhancing the gameplay a little bit more, people with more fighting chance to stay alive, not such a big drawback of, oh man, I died, right? Love anybody to come check out the server, come play on it, let me know what you think. Here, I'll name it. This, what the server name is. And see, look at that. You've got food, you got lunch meat, snacks. So, I mean, you shouldn't really go too hungry, right? There's always be something around where you're able to find something to eat or drink. Brisket spread and everything, more brisket spread. So got a flag there. Gas canister. Look at that, more food. There is quite a bit of clothing on this server, and that's something that I want to bounce. Food, more food. 'Cause I think there's just way too much everywhere. Or not food, but clothes in other places and higher loot tier areas, especially military bases. It's like, yeah, we don't need to have work gloves in the military base. So I'll probably exclude them from the higher tiers. Heat coats, jumpsuits, that's fine. So basically, again, this is a lot of tests, making sure that I'm past everything. I've got my chat window up, drop me a chat, whatever, ask me a question. I don't mind. I'll answer it as soon as I see it. I know there's a bit of delay, so I think it's about 15 seconds or something. There we go. Jumpsuits, that's nice. Track suits. Triple jumpsuit here. There should be quite a bit of food in the supermarket here, and items as well. Trail shoes, yeah. So there's liver, chocolate, brisket spread, anything over here, alcohol tincture. more food. This way. Some of that. That's fine. There is day and night cycle. Should be a way where I can make the night very quick and make days a little longer. So I'm going to look at that and with that a little bit more. But I mean, there is night vision, and you kind of do need it. So it'd be nice to be able to. Use night vision outside of just moving west. People used to have it. Set myself a test, make sure everything's good with the chat. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Come chat away. Again, ask a question if you want to. Don't. There's no gameplay. I know it's getting a little dark. I'll hop on my admin panel here. Yeah, I think so. I think there might be way too many closed. Let's make it daylight, right, guys? We'll watch the play in dark circle. But if it gets really popular and everything, and we reach capacity pretty fast, I'll offer some more money, and I'll make it so that we can have more people in the server. That's just be really fun. Again, PvE, PvP is what I'm aiming for, right? Major rule of the server once it gets up and running will be no base rating. But again, I'm going to set up where bases won't be able to be broken. Well, it won't be able to damage a base, right? We'll put the combination on the lid on a base. It's locked. Depends on what lock you're using. You can pick combination locks. The digital lock pads are a little harder, so I think that's people want to use that anyways. Debating again if vehicles will be fair play or not. I think the rule of that is when vehicles left open, in an area where someone's looting, well, that's kind of on them. There's a mod to have vehicles automatically locked, so I'm kind of looking into that. I might actually add that mod to the server as well. I haven't decided. Right now, I'm in a testing phase of this server, and it's probably this next month will be adjusting loot, adjusting what will be for sale to traders, and if those items spawn in the loot economy or not. That would be about it. And I'll start adding on other mods on top of that after I get those things kind of down, right? Oh, good. I need another battery. Got a little bit of lag here. Handguards, flashbangs, food. Yeah, something else I need to do. I think I'll exclude food from military areas. Just really don't need. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, people expect to find military items, at a military base, not major. Well, I mean, I guess you would find major in a military place. So, but like, yeah, handguards and stuff. I think I got that set up way too high. That's not spawning anything. You got more food, so yeah, we need to exclude food from military areas. Nothing there. Check to see if anything's in here. Nothing yet. I might go through and set all the restock items to 20% less than what the time they're at now. Make it things spawn a little faster. That might be a good idea to do that. Oh, iron size, that's cool. Right there. Nothing here. Okay, that. Cool. military base. As long as something spawns here, not looking for a lot of things, but I do want to make sure that useful items are spawning in. Freaking put it in hand guard. Especially since the next one being found. Before you saw tons of these, right? I'll probably set those down like one or two. Yeah, I see another AK with handguard. No reason for that. Spawn in. It's up here. Not much. Nothing in here yet. Okay. I have gone through here before, but I know it takes a little time for things to spawn back in. There's nothing there. Or someone else has been on the server and been through that stuff. Oh, there we go. Yeah, NPC respirator. That's really cool. I like to see that. That's useful items. I've got some 12 gauge slugs. These are on here. More food, lightweight buttstock, that's kind of cool. Glow sticks, and flashbang, more wood hand guards. Oh, there's a satchel bag. That's cool. I mean, it's not bad, but it's I'm not really sure if I want. Again, I want more useful items to spawn in. Not just random items people skip over that will take up room on the server. I missed that. Police jacket. That melted. That's cool. Yeah, let's go. I know there's some military places over there, but I don't really want to go over there right now. But we're going to go. There's a major military base around here. So that's where we're going. And with any luck, I'll get a key and show you all that. We got jeans, tracksuits, that's fine. connect with getting a small community together. But that's my goals. Hopefully by the end of the year, is to kind of have all that set up and everything. Um, food than anything else. But as you get out of those areas, food will be a little bit more sparse. But you'll be able to come across more ammo, guns, that type of thing. And then go over there. How's this up? Perfect. Got one of these sports boots, fresh shoes. Nice. Yeah, I kind of forget. Oh. I'll find them. We'll add a map mod so that we can be able to find all the traders very, very easily. This is actually a Deer Isle ATV. So this is something the Deer Isle Trader combat plane put in. So there are ATVs, which are really cool. And here's the other police station. Let's check this one out really quick. Now this police station should have a loot chest in it. A lot more police close in here than I would like to see. What's that? Alright, tablets. That's not. There's the other police chest. So, I mean, I'll probably take some time and move these around a little bit, so that way they're facing the right way. But they're there. myself up here. Let me know how the quality of the stream is going, if you could too. I don't know what you're seeing, and if it's shitty, let me know so I can make adjustments. I am trying to stream in 2K or 4K. Yeah, Cody feels ready. Just let me know how things are going. Drop a comment in there for me. Again, any questions or anything. If you're new, if you're just now joining, this is my server that I have set up. It is a public server, it's open to the public. It's called Deer Owl or Deer Isle by Owl Arms Gaming. I got a Facebook page set up on my channel, Owl Arms Gaming. The IP address why that's there. That is, that's not supposed to spawn right there. I don't trust that. Flat jacket. That is, huh. I've looked through my files. That is strange. That is like really, really strange. That's right there. Unless that's the helicopter I was test flying a while back, and I left it here. Let's look, I'm not gonna die for this. We're gonna try to recover it. See if this mod is working. Oh, you can get in it. That's a... Oh. It's right out of it. That is weird. I don't know if that's... You're hauling butt. Oh. Squeegee out my clothes here. Because I glitched through. The helicopter thing was kind of interesting. Get him, Chris, joining. my server. This is kind of a test run, just making sure all the mods I installed are good to go. There's no weird things going on, which I've already found one thing going on. But I think that's because I had dropped that helicopter bit earlier, and I never removed it, so it just spawned right there. Oh my god, I was making sure it wasn't even me. I was checking other mods called PS2 recoveries, and didn't really do anything in that situation. So something I need to go back and check out. So bear with me real quick. for right now, Deer Isle will be my main focus right now. This server, getting it finely tuned, added a couple more, you know, quality of life changes, map, and then do some more, for instance, niche things with the traders and stuff like that. compensator. CR527 with a mag, M1 Garand.
Charge complete.
Put it. Oh no. go down this way and see if I can kill some more zombies. And see, yeah, it turns it off. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'll keep. I don't think they'll keep these weapons in. I'll do the snappy weapons. I like those. They work really well as a mod. Oh, that's Snow Owl. That's fine. Those guys are supposed. These guys, stag zombies, are supposed to spawn the Snow Owl key. showcasing my server a little bit, some of the mods that I've added. I talked about getting a live stream. Right now, I'm trying to find the key for the military traits, which is a mod that I had installed. There's static military traits that have loot inside, but you need to find key, which will be found on military zombies. And it's pretty quick. You know, he tells you what it is, you want to go to, and find the traits. So, just try to make sure everything is spawning in as it should. Still healthy. Okay. I mean, that keeps spawning in. That's good. Should be another key that spawns on zombies that look up the military crates. Does it look like? So I'll need to go through the files and make sure those are correct. Landmine. Nothing I really need. Okay. Yeah, the key should have been found on a zombie already, but it's not. So I'll need to look at the files again and make sure that key is set correctly to spawn on those zombies. Apparently they are not. Here, we'll just go ahead and log out. Anyways, well, thanks for stopping by and everything. You know, there'll be some more updates here and there. Again, this is just we're still in the testing phase of the server, but we're in a good workable spot. So, you know, come play. Again, I have my own Facebook page, Al Arms Gaming, on Facebook. All the server details are pinned at the top. And, you know, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, or, you know, you come across any errors, let me know. Like I said, this is a slightly modified server right now. There's some more stuff coming to the works, like some AI, maybe a little bit more dynamic events, some more fine-tuning of the loot, maybe changing up how loot spawns, what loot spawns, and what you can buy from traders versus what you can't, and everything like that. So, again, if you stopped by and you watched, I thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys have a good one. I might be back a little later tonight after I adjust some things. And, yeah. All right. Exit here, and I'll see you all later.